quick minute.
Ready? 49 the mic. 49 the mic. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Hey, 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 hey.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an alley to run. He's
There
at
you
the
go,
50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first.
Huh? And peace be with you too, Chase. May your soul be with the trees and the wind of blah. Huh? No, I'm in the broadcasting right now for Face of the Franchise. I got Philip Lindsay on my ass bitching every single week. I'm not getting enough carries. I'm not getting enough carries. It's like, I am the Rock on this fucking team. I will tell you when you get carries. I actually just gave him one. He just ran like an 80-yard touchdown. Trying to beat the record for most.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left.
Most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, especially during the rookie season. Plus, most touchdowns by a rookie rushing. And
we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
I think the record is 12.
Back to throw now.
Some Grady or Gorgon guy or whatever from the Patriots back in 1976.
Down second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard.
Oh, records must be broken.
Second and one. Second and one. Dancing to his left.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield.
So, what week are you on your Face of the Franchise? Have you ever faced Patrick Mahomes yet? And like you get a chance to like disrespect or intimidate the people when they're talking to you. So everyone else is like all calm and like should have bought a PS4. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, in all seriousness, you probably should have bought a PS4. I'm sorry, Chase. I hope you get it fixed by buying a PS4. Oh, okay, I got that out of my system. Want to talk about it, champ?
But with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Did you try resetting it?
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running.
Whoa!
How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action.
And he will score. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 16th
10th career rushing
run.
touchdown.
And
There we
the
go.
Broncos will add on to their lead.
Go now. 18.
What's the record for the... ...1972 Chicago Bears quarterback Bobby Douglas set the single-season rushing yard record for a quarterback as he logged 968 yards. Yeah. Fuck that record.
Mike 49. General West. Wide.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here to Sanders. The 40. The 30.
The 10. The
And
5
all the way
touchdown.
home to the Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders.
Down. 8. Reed. Let's go. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Lee Griffin.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
On the ready.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just
Anyways,
shy of the 20.
Vic.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter.
Ooh, screenshot.
Sports.
Man.
So the big...
So, I faced Patrick Mahomes, and you get those little X Factor challenge things or whatever, and this motherfucker starts dissing my wide receivers, dissing my defense, telling me that I'll never man up to his expectations, or telling me how slow the wide receivers are compared to his, and that basically calling my whole fucking team trash right from the start. Yeah, I'm like, this motherfucker. So I disrespected him and fucking beat him 70-23. Then he comes back and apologizes and said that you did an excellent job. It's like, we'll get revenge next time. It's like, damn.
Play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel.
Everyone disrespects Brady.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Gets around him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
You see, Lindsey, that's why I don't hand it to you, because you fucking run backwards.
No idea, but a little juking, a little moving. Got it done.
Got him 2 yards. Being chased out left. Finds his rookie first rounder. It's Noah Fant. And they work.
I am kicking Buffalo's ass.
45. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Forced out, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 2-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right
Oh my God, I love, like, you hear the fat lady singing? Yeah, I hear her humming. It's just like she's doing a lot more than humming. I'm like, oh my God. Every time. Did Chase get his paperweight to work? I'm gonna say no. Wait, try it now. So how come it's not working? How long has he had it?
Come on, set.
Was.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 12 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player was able to get on the run and was still accurate.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Excuse me.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from. The 22, flushed out right. And an alley to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And that's the game.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Denver, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh shit, milestone goals. There we go. I wonder at the end of the year if they allow you to restructure your contract. I want more money. So, I'm looking at the league, and we're 11-0. The Lions are 9-1. Patriots 8-2. Colts, Browns, Cowboys, Redskins, Steelers, Rams, Bears, Jets. Yeah. He's got a better passer rating than me. Blake Bortles. How should I shouldn't even count. He's only played 5 snaps. Are you okay? Are you like have a cold all week? Allergies. Bless you. Bless you. I mean, I got 566 rushing yards with 11 touchdowns. I wonder. I got 5 games left. I'm wondering if I could beat the record. What do we got next week?
Start your week by installing your game plan.
2 X Factor messages. Up against the Chargers, who are 6-5. X Factor quarterback, Phillip Rivers. You know why I love football? Because he gives me exactly what you put into it. For example, I'm better than you because I work harder than you. Simple as that. If you need proof, just watch me shred your defense this week. Oh my God. Should I praise him, intimidate him, or disrespect him? Fucking Phillip Rivers. I'm not praising him. No, I'm disrespecting him. About to set records against your pathetic defense, and you got a front row ticket to the show. People would pay a lot of money for that, you know. What did it say? You must have been watching the wrong game film this week, bro, because my defense ain't gonna stand for that. Oh, they're gonna get their asses kicked. What was this? Another X Factor defensive end. It's Joey Bosa. Play angry. Oh, yeah. Intimidate Bosa. (11-0). We're at home. Oh, yeah.
A fight for the right to be number one. It's a coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top 2 teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, for now, no snow in the forecast, but certainly plenty of scarves and mittens in the sea of orange at Broncos Stadium at Mile High, just west of downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Like, Rivers, didn't we kick your ass before? It's like, yeah, we fucked them up. The only team that almost beat us was Cleveland, and we went into overtime and beat them 52-45.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Get some penetration here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Back to throw here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
12 yards there and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll set up a throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the...
Oh, this is.
Don't forget later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And
he'll take it
there we
into
go.
the end zone for a Denver
Touchdown.
score. Cortland Sutton with it.
13-7.
Set, 15 line. 15 line. You don't see me in your nightmare.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
That's not good.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And no way. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Now.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete. It's Sutton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He'll drop to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton.
There we go.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
All right, Phillip Rivers isn't fucking around.
60 Pittsburgh. They can't hang with us. Check 5.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now back to throw. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. 11 yards there, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. River Craycraft with touchdown number 8 on.
There we go.
30 base. Pilot, 64. Wait.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an
And the ball is knocked out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26.
I was wondering why they,
well, he did what he's doing.
no one was on him, which was kind of weird. So I threw it to him, and then all of a sudden it's a fumble.
So the Broncos coming out now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Nope. Touchdown, suck it, Phillip Rivers.
Deshaun Hamilton.
Shit. Oh, shit. Of course, they would onside kick it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be caught.
26 to 28.
Football. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 2nd and 2. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he's got this down to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yep, damn right, face mask.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all if you're going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete.
Oh, come on.
They show off a nice juke of the defender before the next
4th
one.
and goal. Go for it. Don't kick a field goal.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll look to throw.
Trying to eat the clock out.
Left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football. Whenever we talk about the big, strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Oh, so even if they got 8 points, it would still be 35-34.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here, being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Set. 60 or. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. X3. 218. Chop.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week.
Oh, my offensive coordinator. Teams start to buckle and wins can be hard to come by. But you know, James, you've been shown out this offense this year. You're a special arm. I'm glad of the season. These next 4 games are so important for us. We're 12-0. Participative history with a rookie quarterback. It's almost unbelievable. Reflect on your record.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the space city of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Ready. 15, run. 15, run.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll look to throw.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week, Here
we go. 50, plant. Watch the safety creep. Sit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. This one complete to Troy Fumagalli.
Who?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Troy Fumagalli.
Break. Topper.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Nice stiff arm.
underused, but still effective.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
60 Pittsburgh. Check 41. Right here.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. How about that? Their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would...
Go now. 18 Gator, Christian travel.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big
What happened? Could it be the internet connection? Is there an update?
has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense called rub routes. When I call a pick, trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, it's Giants-Eagles from chilly Philadelphia. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hamilton.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Left side here to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and 4. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... And Denver getting set to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, 1st half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hamilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders.
All right, I'll be right back. I have returned. Oh. So am I. I was gonna try and finish mine up.
General West. Fire.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
15 yards on the play, first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. Those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football, and then I'm sure his only thought when the ball...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders with...
Set, ready? 50, plant. 6-6, bullet high. I'm coming for you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I think Lindsey's getting pissed.
This quarterback now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes
Damn it,
down
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with...
All right, 4th quarter.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Come on.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out.
I have 229 rushing yards.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence.
All right, Philip Lindsay. You can have the ball now.
First and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. One more time with Lindsay.
And he runs it in
for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay.
There you go.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Protein spill.
Protein? What?
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Second down in inches. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hamilton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
There we go.
And all the way home.
56-20. Of course I'm on the 1-yard line. God.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Over the middle complete. That's Sutton. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception,
Well,
really a
that's
bad
the
throw.
game.
So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.
Three more games. Then the playoffs.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Oh, here we go. 6-7 Kansas City. Yeah, I'm here. All right, I'm at 928 rushing yards. So close to beating the record.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
All right, time to just eat this clock up.
Set. 30 base. X3. 218. Chopper. Slam. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. Back to throw. That time it was a drag route, and they were in man defensively. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders.
Ready. 60 or.
Oh, yeah, SummerSlam's this Sunday.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Forced out to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
We play to win. Let's go.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here's Freeman.
Is he upset still? Has he called Microsoft? Oh my God, those motherfuckers. I'm gonna be like, no, send me to your manager.
And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A second down carry for Booker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Eluding the pressure right. Shoves him away. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll hit.
Oh my God, those idiots.
Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thorne. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can... do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Here's a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. A 1-yard run on first down. Another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down.
50. Watch the run.
On first down, Freeman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Ready up. 50. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work.
So Disney just announced their $12.99 bundle.
Went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
ESPN, Disney Plus,
Denver,
and Hulu.
They move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things
starting November 12th.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6 and 8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
Ooh, get to play the Bears.
So for our entire crew.
Two more games. Week 6.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Play the Lions. Lions are 12 and 2. It's my legacy leaderboard. Oh. So why did they get rid of Jerry Rice's record? Like his legacy leaderboard. Like normally Normally it'd be 25,000. Because I remember it being about 25,000 for wide receiver legacy leaderboard, and it was a bitch to even break. I mean, they have his regular records on here, but not his legacy score. I have 1,063 rushing yards. Perfect. That record's broken. God, the fucking Lions.
Could it be an early Super Bowl preview? Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, the two teams with home field advantage if the season were to end today, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in...
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
There certainly was.
Oh, shit.
Blocks. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sean Hand, you motherfucker.
Contained Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that...
Huh? What? What? What'd you say? Yeah.
I file it away.
Why?
Because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Ready? 18 Gator. Christian travel.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Kennard. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders.
Go there. 15 line. 15 line. Go.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield they get to it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lindsey. Still on his. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Set.
You okay, Chase? Take his anger out on the weights.
Two times.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On first down.
I don't know if I'm getting tired, but I'm pretty sure the quarterback said, "Pickle Rick, Pickle Rick."
Up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run.
Dang it.
Hard to believe, but the regular season's starting to draw to a close.
Well, is he hurt or what? Broken collarbone. Oh, shit.
We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on that long run... They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll run on first down. Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just give up a score.
16 yards, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Freeman. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sutton. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All right. What the hell are they going to say? How long is he out? Oh, my God.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on a... Sports.
Ready? Double tight, guys, double tight. Get it.
Booker on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Broncos. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. They'll get 6 there on the run. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. On 1st down, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Freeman again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw